You'll begin by bringing your awareness to your breath. Maybe slide the buttock flesh down towards your heels. Turn your palms up to face the ceiling and draw the shoulder blades towards one another. Just begin to follow the breath in your mind's eye. Noticing the breath moving from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. And then exiting the body from the crown of the head to the base of your spine. With each inhalation, feel the sense of space and openness in the front of your body. With your exhalation, allow the muscles of the back body to release and let go. See if you can let your head be heavy on the mat or a pillow. And bring your awareness to your senses, the room that you're in. Feel the temperature. Feel the body resting on the mat. Notice the sounds that you hear, the scent in the air, the taste in your mouth. And notice the light behind your eyes. Maybe colors, shapes, light or dark. And just breathe into the body. Bring your hands to rest at your abdomen. And again, notice how they feel. Notice if the fingertips touch, or if your fingers are interlaced with one another. And feel the warmth of your hands and the weight of your hands. And just notice the rise and fall of the breath as the belly lifts into your palms and descends away from you. So often we don't think about the breath at all because it happens automatically. But in these few moments before we begin our practice, notice the breath and recognize its importance. It's life sustaining. Now bring your hands to the center of your chest. And as we did with the hands at the abdomen, notice their placement on the chest. Feel the weight in their feet. Feel the rise and fall of the breath underneath your palms. And then release your arms down by your sides. And if your legs are not already extended, extend them out onto your mat. Let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. And just walk your fingertips down towards your knees to release your shoulders. And then let the shoulders relax. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling and take them behind you. Stretch out through your fingertips. Press your heels down, lift your kneecaps. And then exhale, bring your arms down by your sides. Reach your arms up, take the arms behind you, reach out and stretch. And then exhale, bring your arms down. Inhale, reach out, take the arms behind you. Stretch out through your fingertips. Press the heels down and press out through the soles of your feet. And then relax your legs, bring your arms up through the ceiling. And spread your fingers wide and bring them in. Spread and close a few times. And then open and close your hands. Tuck your thumbs under your fingers, make a loose fist, and make circles with your wrists. And then pause and go the other way. And then flip your palms to the ceiling and point the fingers down and just wave your hands up and down. Bring your palms together and interlace the palms, and then turn them up towards the ceiling. Gently press the palms up to the ceiling as you relax your shoulders. Bend your elbows and bring the backs of your hands to your chest, and then press the palms away. And bring the hands to the chest again, and reach your palms up. Take your interlaced hands behind you. Press out through your palms and press out through the soles of your feet. Release the interlace of your fingers and wiggle them. Hold on to opposite elbows. And just pause here for a moment, scan your body. Take your legs to the right corner of your mat. And draw your arms all the way over to the right. Press out through the soles of your feet. A nice deep stretch on the left side of the body. And then come back and walk the legs over to the left side. And draw your arms all the way over to the left. Press out through the soles of your feet. And then come back in towards the middle. Bring your folded arms up. Let them hover above your ribs and make some circles with your arms to lubricate your shoulders. And slide the arms left, look right. And then slide the arms right and look left. Reach your arms up to the ceiling with your palms facing one another. And then shrug your shoulders up and bring them down. Shrug your shoulders up and bring them down. Then shrug your shoulders up and bring them down. Refold your arms, lower them down, make circles in the other direction. Slide your arms to the right and look left. And then slide your arms left and look right. Reach your arms up to the ceiling, take them all the way behind you. Reach out, stretch out, and then exhale your arms by your sides. Scrunch and spread your toes. point and flex your feet. Make some circles with your ankles. And go the other way. Bring your big toes together and then windshield wipe your legs. Slide your heels and tap your legs. And then bring your feet flat to the floor. And once again, perhaps slide the body flesh down towards your heels. And gently sway your knees from side to side. And then bring your feet to the floor. If you're using a bolster, you can take your bolster to the top of your mat. And with your feet about hip distance apart, walk your hands down towards your feet, and then press your feet and press your lower back into the mat. And release. Press the feet, press the back into the mat. And release, press your feet, press your back into the mat. And release. Bring your knees in towards your chest and rock them in and out. And then keep the knees hugged in. Take them as wide as your shoulders. Rock your knees and rock from side to side. Come back to the middle, bring the knees back to hip distance apart, and let the knees fall away. And make some slow circles around your lower back and sacrum. And then hug your knees in. Let your knees fall away. Circle the knees in the other direction. And then bring your knees in towards your chest. Extend your legs up, hold on behind your thighs. Point and flex your feet again. And make circles with your ankles. And go the other way. And then just bend and straighten the legs. Bring your thighs to your chest. Reach the legs up and down. We're just warming up the hamstrings and glutes. And then stretch the legs up. Take them wide. And then bring them in. Take the legs wide. And bring them in. And then take your legs wide. Bring the soles of your feet together, hold on to your ankle. And then bring your feet to the floor. And again, gently sway your knees from side to side. And notice the parts of the lower back and top of the glutes that touch as you move from side to side. Come back to the middle and extend your legs out. Reach your arms up, point your toes and do a pelvic tilt. And then release and bring your left thigh in close to your chest. Rock your thigh in and out. And then keep your knee hugged in. And use your left hand to take the knee to the left shoulder. Get your inner thigh. And come back through the middle and you'll use your right hand to draw the knee towards your right cheek. Get your outer hip. And then come back to the middle, hold on to your knee with your left hand, Let it fall away and make some circles with your left hip. And then pause and go in the opposite direction. Bring your thigh in towards your ribs. And then reach your leg up, hold on behind your thigh. And bend and straighten. And rock your thigh in and out. And then keep a bend in your knee, walk your hands up your leg, and then straighten the back of the leg. And then bring the arch of your left foot to your right knee. And take a block. And bring your block on the highest level, about the same height as your right hip. And then draw your left knee over to the right. And now extend the left leg and let it rest on top of the block. Well, it might be just right around your shin or so. So this just, again, another stretch for your outer hip, for the glute. And now bend your left knee. Bring it back through the middle and lower the left knee down towards the floor, like you're standing in tree pose. Extend the left leg down onto the mat, reach your arms up, stretch your body, take a deep breath in, and exhale, bring your arms down and draw your right thigh in towards your chest, and rock your right thigh in and out. And then keep your knee hugged in. And use your right hand to draw the knee to your right shoulder, again, getting that inner thigh stretch. And then use your left hand to draw the knee to the left shoulder. Oh, excuse me. Come back to the middle. Bring your right hand to the top of the right knee. Let it fall away from your body and make some circles with your left hip. And pause and go the other way. And pause, bring your thigh in towards your ears. And then reach your leg up, hold on behind your thigh. Press your thigh into your hands and draw your hands back against your thigh. And then bend and straighten. And press your leg up and then keep a bend in your knee and rock your thigh in and out. Keep your thigh towards your ribs, walk your hands up to your ankle or your shin, wherever you can reach, and stretch the back of your leg. And then bend your knee, bring the arch of your right foot to your left knee. Take a block about as high as your left hip. And then draw your right knee over to the left. Extend the right leg out, let it rest on the block. And then bend the right knee, bring it back through the middle. Lower your right knee out to the left, out to the right, if you're standing in tree pose. Extend both your legs and your arms. Stretch your body. Point your toes and do a pelvic tilt. And then release the pelvic tilt. Bring your arms by your sides. And then bend your knees and bring your feet to the floor. Take the left shin over your right knee and use your left hand to roll over your left hip, and then bring your knees into your chest and rocking them up. Hug your knees in. And then lower your right foot, cross the left leg all the way over. Bring your knees into your chest and rock them in and out. And then hug your thighs in. Bring your right foot to the floor. Take your left arm out to a T, and then use your right hand to draw the knees over to the right side. Your gaze can stay at the ceiling, or you can take your gaze out over your left shoulder. And then bring the feet back up to the middle, uncross your legs. Take your feet as wide as your mat, and then rock your knees from side to side. You can take them a little bit deeper with each turn to the side. And just notice the feeling as you get a gentle massage from the floor. And then bring your feet back to hip distance. And take your right shin over the left knee. Roll open your right hip with your right hand. And bring your knees into your chest and rock them in and out. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Lower the left foot to the floor. Cross the right leg all the way over. Take your right arm out to a T. Use your left hand to draw the knees over to the left. Again, your gaze can be either at the ceiling or out over your right shoulder. Come back up to the middle. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Rock your knees from side to side. Take the knees all the way over to the right. Come back up to the middle and take the knees all the way over to the left. Come back up to the middle and bring your arms by your sides, press your feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release. Take your feet a step wider. Press your feet, press the back into the mat. And release, and then take your feet as wide as your mat, press the feet, press your back into the mat. And release. And then walk your feet back to hip distance. And if you have something under your head, just remove that from underneath your head. And then take a block and have your block the long way and bring it in between your knees. And then bring your feet as close to your glutes as you can. Maybe even brush your fingertips against the heels. And then press your feet into the floor. Press your shoulders into the floor and lift your hips up. Gently squeeze the block. And then lower down. Press your feet, press the arms and shoulders down and lift your hips. And then lower down. Now, just to change the position of the block, take it so that it's now horizontal and it's right between your thighs now. It's right about here, if you can see my hand. And it's just a little bit different feeling when you lift up. So press the feet, press your arms and shoulders down, lift your hips up, squeeze the thighs gently, not too much. Just enough to hold the block. And then bring the hips down. Press your feet, your arms, and your shoulders into the mat. Lift your hips up. And then release. Keep the block in between your knees and draw the thighs in and gently rock your knees in and out. And bring your feet to the floor and you can set the block aside. And let's roll to one side and come on up. Just bring your hands to your knees. Lower your chin towards your chest. Gently roll your left ear towards the left shoulder. Chin to chest. Right ear to the right shoulder. Chin to chest. Bring your chin back to parallel. Turn your head to the left. Back through the middle and turn your head right. And come back through the middle, round your back. And lift up your chest. Round your back. Lift your chest. And round your back. And lift up. And then just come back to a neutral spine. Reach the arms up. Turn your palms and exhale. Reach your arms up. Turn your palms, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Interlace your palms, turn them up to the ceiling. Exhale to the right. And then inhale up and exhale left. Come back to the middle, release the interlace of your hands, wiggle your fingers. Turn your palms and exhale. Roll your shoulders. And then reverse. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale with a hug. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. And then take your left hand to the outside of the right knee. The right hand behind you. And then twist. Ribs, chest, and shoulders. Come back to the middle. And take the left hand to the right hand to the outside of the left knee. And twist. Ribs, chest, and shoulders. Come back to the middle. Bring your hands to your knees and round your back. And lift your chest. Round your back. Lift your chest. And round your back. Lift your chest. Hinge forward. Press your palms down, lift up the chest. And then walk yourself back up. Change the cross of your legs. And slide forward. Press down through your palms, lift up your chest. And then walk yourself back up. Take your legs out in front of you. Slide your heels and tap the legs. And then take them about as wide as your hips are, slightly wider than your hips and windshield like the legs. Good. And then hold on behind your knees and take the legs wide. And then roll the thigh flesh down. Glide forward. Press down into your palms and lift up your chest. And then walk over to your right leg and take the left hand to the outside of your right shin and take your right hand behind you. Press into your shin with the left hand and lift up your chest. And then walk back through. Walk over to the left leg, take the right hand to the outside of the left shin. Right left hand behind you, press down into your leg, lift up your chest. And then come back through the middle. Hold on behind your knees. Bring the soles of the feet together. Take your hands behind you and let your knees drop to the sides. Bring the feet flat to the floor. Reach your arms through, press your fingertips down and round your back. Extend your legs and hinge forward. And then bend your knees. Reach your arms through, round your back. Extend your legs and hinge forward. And then one more time, bend your knees, reach the arms through, round your back. And then come back up, extend your left leg and bring the right foot into your left thigh. And walk forward. Hold on to your left ankle with the left hand and reach up with your right arm. And then fold forward. Inhale, reach up. And fold forward. And then walk yourself up. Twist to your bent knee. And twist to the right, to the straight leg. Come back to the middle and extend the right leg, slide the heels. And then hold on behind your left knee and bring the left foot into the right thigh. Walk yourself forward. Hold on to the right ankle with your right hand and reach up with the left arm. And then fold forward. Inhale and reach up. And fold forward. Walk yourself back up. Twist to your bent knee. And twist to your straight leg. And come back to the middle. Extend your left leg out. Slide your heels. Tap the legs. Take the feet slightly wider than hip distance and windshield wipe the legs again. Good. And then come up onto hands and knees. As you come onto hands and knees to table position around your back, and lift your chest and round and lift. And then take the left leg out behind you and rock your toes. Press your heel away. And then bring your left leg back. Take the right leg out behind you and rock your toes. And press the heel away. And then bring the knee in, round your back. And lift your chest. And then come to a neutral spine. Take your right arm and left leg up. And lower. And then take the left arm and right leg up. And lower. Right arm, left leg. And lower. Left arm, right leg. And lower. And round your back. And lift your chest. And come back to a neutral spine. Let's take the blocks to the front of the mat. And step forward with your left foot. I'm just going to turn my direction here. So step your left foot forward to a low lunge. Press into your blocks to lift up your chest. And then slide your hips back. Straighten your left leg. Remember, bring your blocks with you to help straighten out, help to get the leg straight. Good. And then come forward. Press down to lift up. And slide your hips back again to straighten the leg. And then come forward. And press down. Bring both blocks to the inside of your left foot. So your hands are both on the inside of the left foot. Good. Press down into your blocks. And now bring your forearms to your block. If you can't come down onto your forearms, that's fine. Just bend your elbows a little bit with your hands on the block. Good. Good. And then bring your hands back to the blocks. Move the left block back to the outside of your left foot, and then step the left foot back. Now step your right foot forward. Press down into your blocks to lift up your chest. And slide your hips back, straighten your right leg. Good. Come forward. Press down to lift up. And slide your hips back. Straighten your leg. And then come forward. Bring the right block to the inside of your right foot. So both blocks are on the right side of your inside of your right foot. And then bring your forearms, if you're able, down to the blocks. If not, just keep your hands on the blocks and you can just bend your elbows a little bit. Good. And then bring your hands back to the blocks, press down. Take the right foot back, and then press your hips back. Leave your arms on your blocks to extended child's pose. And then come up. I'm going to take my blocks down one level, but you might need to leave yours at the high level. So just use the height that works best for you. And then let your hips come forward, lower them down, roll your shoulders back, and lift your chest up. Good. Yep. Good, Peggy. And then press back and let the hips go back. And then come forward, lower your hips, roll the shoulders back, lift your chest. And press back. Come forward, lower your hips, lift your chest. And if you want to try, you can press your feet down into the mat, lift your knees up. And then lower the knees, press back to extended child's pose. Good. Take your blocks up to the highest level. And step your feet forward. So however you need to get to standing position, come up to standing with your blocks underneath your shoulders. Good. You can bend your knees if you need to have your knees bent. Good. Good. And then bend and straighten your knees. And then straighten the legs, or again with a little bit of bend. And then hold on to opposite elbows. Let your head hang down. And then just gently rock or twist from side to side. Come back to the middle. Press your feet down, bend your knees, and slowly bring yourself up. Raise the folded arms up over your head. And then exhale left. Then inhale to the middle. Exhale right. Inhale to the middle. Keep your hips facing the wall in front of you and just turn the upper body to the right. Come back to the middle. Turn the upper body left. Come back to the middle. Release the arms, bend your knees and roll your shoulders. Inhale up and exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back, and inhale up, exhale back. Inhale the shoulders up, exhale with a ha. Inhale up, exhale, inhale up, exhale. Reach your arms up, bend your knees, fold forward. Inhale up halfway, exhale and lower down. Bend your knees, bring your hands to the floor, walk your feet back for downward facing dog. Good. Glide forward for plank. Press back for downward dog. Step your left foot forward. Bring your hands to your thigh. And then take your arms up. Good. Crescent lunge. Lower your arms to the sides and straighten your left leg. And then bend your left knee and take your arms up. Straighten your leg and lower your arms. Bend your knee and reach up. One more time, straighten the front leg and lower your arms. And then bend your knee, reach up. Hinge forward so that the torso comes over your thigh. Bring your hands to the floor and then step your right foot forward. The forward fold. Inhale halfway up and then lower down and slowly inhale all the way up. Take your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale up halfway. Lower down. Bend your knees, bring your hands to the floor, walk your feet back for downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. And then bring your hands onto your thigh. And reach your arms up to the ceiling. Good. Straighten your right leg and lower your arms. And then bend your knee and reach your arms up. Straighten your leg and lower the arms. Bend your knee and reach your arms up. Last time, straighten your leg, lower your arms. Take your arms straight up, bend your knee, hinge over your thigh, bring your torso to your thigh and your hands to the floor. Step your left foot forward, the forward fold. Inhale halfway up and lower down. Inhale all the way up. And then exhale your arms down by your sides. Pause for a moment in Tadasana. Bring your hands to your hips. And step back with your right foot. Bring your right pinky toe to the edge of your mat. And then take your left foot to the left side of your mat. Turn your right hip forward so that your hips are facing the wall in front of you. Good. Reach your arms up and then bend your left knee. Warrior one. Hinge forward, take your arms behind you. And then inhale and lift up. Exhale, hinge forward. And inhale and lift up. One more time, fold forward. You can bring your torso to your thigh, take your hands behind you, and interlace your hands behind you. You can keep them right here at your lower back. You can take them up a little bit and reach your knuckles towards the ceiling. So why don't we all just stay right here? And then release your arms. Inhale, come up slowly, take your arms up towards the ceiling. Reach your arms up, straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips and step your right foot forward. And now step your left foot back and bring your left toe, pinky toe towards the left side of your mat. Take the right pinky toe towards the right side of your mat. Turn your left hip forward so that your hips are facing the wall in front of you. And now reach your arms up. Good. Bend your right knee. Warrior one. Hinge forward. Take your arms behind you. And then inhale and lift up. Exhale, hinge forward. Bring your torso to your thigh. Take the arms behind you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Torso to the thigh. Take your hands behind you. Interlace your hands and let them rest at the lower back. Or you can take the arms up with the knuckles reaching towards the ceiling. Let your head hang down if you're able. And then release your hands. Slowly come back up to warrior one. Reach your arms up, straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips and step forward with the left foot. Good. And come to the middle of your mat. Take your legs wide. Good. Turn your right toes out to 90 degrees. Turn your left toes in. Soften your knee. Turn your thigh towards the pinky toe side and then straighten your leg. Reach your arms out to a T. Glide to the right. Bend into your right hip and then bring your hand to your shin. Take the top arm up or to your hip, wherever it needs to be. Good, for triangle. And then press down into your feet. Reach up with the top arm. Bring your arms parallel. Reach the back arm back. Bend your right knee for warrior two. Lower your back hand to your thigh. Flip your palm. Reach up for reverse warrior. Come back to warrior two. Bring your back hand to your hip, forearm to your thigh. Roll the left shoulder back. You can keep your hand here at your hip or take that left arm up. Bring it next to your ear for extended side angle. Sweep the top arm down, around, come back up to warrior two.
Reach back with your left hand, straighten the right leg. Bring your hands to your hips and turn your feet. Take your left toes out to 90 degrees and your right toes in. Soften your knee. Turn your thigh and then straighten your leg. Reach your arms out to a T. Reach with your left hand, bend into your left hip. Bring your hand to your shin. Again, this back arm can either be at the hip or straight up. Or triangle. Press down into your feet. Inhale, reach. Good. Reach back with your back hand. Bend your left knee. Look out over your left fingertips. Lower the back hand to your thigh, flip your palm. Reach up for reverse warrior. Come back to warrior two. Bring your forearm to your thigh, back hand to your hip. Roll your shoulder back. Reach up and bring your right arm next to the right ear. Good. Sweep the top arm down and around. Come back up to warrior two. Reach back with your right arm, straighten the right leg. Bring your hands to your hips and turn your feet. Take a block, or actually take both blocks, bring both blocks. And bring them to the highest level. And just bend forward at your hips, bring your hands onto the blocks. Press down into your blocks so that your back is nice and flat. And then bend your knees and look up. Straighten your legs and look through. Bend your knees and look up. Straighten your legs and look through. Bend your knees, look up. Bring your hands to your hips. Keep your knees bent. And then press down into your feet. Heel toe, hop, or step your feet together. And then come to the top of your mat. Reach your arms up. Fold forward. And then bend your knees and come down onto your hands and knees. And then come all the way down onto your belly. I'm going to do a couple things for the lower back. Bring your elbows, so you're going to be, forearms are parallel to one another. And your elbows are right next to your, right underneath your shoulders. So you're lifted up slightly. Turn your take your feet a little wider than hip distance. Turn the big toes in towards one another. And press the toes into the mat. Press the pubic bone into the mat. Roll your shoulders back and lift up your chest. For Sphinx pose. Good. And then lower all the way down. Bring your arms out in front of you and rest your forehead on your forearm. And then once again, bring your forearms parallel to one another with your elbows right underneath your shoulders. Press your toes into the mat. Press the pubic bone into the mat. Roll your shoulders back and lift up your chest. And then exhale and lower down again. Rest your forehead. And then bring your arms by your sides with the backs of your hands on the floor. Bring your legs to hip distance apart. And press the backs of your hands into the mat and just lift your legs up. Press the pubic bone down and then lower the legs. Lower your, or relax your shoulders. Once again, press the arms down, press the pubic bone down, lift your legs up. And then lower down. Last time, press the arms, press the pubic bone down, lift your leg. And then relax. Turn your hands so your palms are on the floor now. And then press the palms down, press the pubic bone down, lift up your chest. It's not going to come up very much. And then lower and turn your head to one side. Bring your forehead or chin back to the middle. Press the palms down, lift up your chest. And then exhale, lower and turn your head to the other side. Flip your palms back to the ceiling. So now we're going to try both of those together. Take your hands and interlace your hands right behind you and let them rest on your lower back. Reach your knuckles towards your feet. Press the pubic bone down. Lift your legs, lift your chest. And then release and turn your head to one side. Let your hands release as well. Come back to the middle. Interlace your hands again. Reach them towards your feet. Press the pubic bone down. Lift your legs and your chest. And then lower down, turn your head to the other side. Relax your arms down by your sides. And now bring your arms out in front of you so that you can rest your forehead on your forearms. Bend your knees. Take them slightly wider than hip distance. And rock your legs from side to side. And then extend your legs out onto the mat. Just pause for a moment. And then roll to one side, come onto your back. And rest down for a moment. You can prepare for Shavasana. Just relax your body. Take a couple of deep breaths in and out. Slowly begin to bring some movement back into your body. Draw your knees in towards your chest. And then slowly roll to your right side and pause for a moment before coming up to sit comfortably. Gently press up. And bring your hands to the center of your chest. Lower your head, reminding us to surrender the busy thinking mind to the wisdom and intuition that resides in the heart. May the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way home. Namaste.